out. You have these fitness bracelets. Anybody have these Nike Fuel Band bracelets? You know.
There's a scene in Kickboxer that's one of my favorite scenes, and I think you're going to know what I'm talking about, where the guy who's training you wants you to dance. It's a terrific scene. Let's show. This is going back quite a ways now, but it still holds up. Let's take a look at this scene from Kickboxer.
By the way, we're gonna do a Kickboxer 2.
Oh, you're gonna do a Kickboxer 2?
Yeah.
I'm the first in line. I really will.
With Batista, GSP,
right.
Alain Moussi, all good actors. Are gonna be a cool movie.
Do you can you still dance like that? You still got those dance moves?
I still get the move.
If we gave you some music right now, could you do it?
Oh.
Let's give you some music.
You have to put loud. Huh?
I knew you were special when I first met you, Jack. And I commend you for making it this far. We've come a long way, eh?
Yeah, I'm getting real teary-eyed.
I love weapons. I love how they look, how they feel, even how they smell.
I think you need serious help.
My favorite was the impossibly powerful weapon Ma built to blast open the metal head nest. Died before he could use it. Ah, well. But I have a new favorite. The piercer bomb I've just completed. My masterpiece is powerful enough to crack open the precursor stone and release the untold energy inside. As soon as the Baron shows up with the stone, we'll hide it in the last shipment of Eco and deliver it to the metalhead nest. A surprise dessert, eh? Just take this gun upgrade and forget what you saw here.
Not this time, crew. I'm through being your hired gun.
Then it's war, isn't it?
The big boy had to go down. This was too much of a bad thing.
Is it too late to give my notice?
Yeah, we quit.
The city is already dead. I've sold you all out.
Jack, I think maybe we should be anywhere else just about now.
Ashley.
We're out of here. What a gooey mess that would have been to clean up. Ashlyn dropped us off, and we were off to find the Baron. But someone beat us to him.
Core, what's going on?
I'm sure you know. Deep down in your darkest nightmares. We've met before, remember? Everything's going exactly as planned.
Jack! It's the Metalhead leader!
Now you see, I am my full potential now. So for the last time, give me the Precursor Stone! If the city must die, then we all die! Ah! I will find that stone if I have to crush this city one brick at a time! You are the supreme weapon, Jack. And I made you. Still, any leader worth his salt always has his backup plan. Remember, the first rule in making a bomb is to always make two.
No, okay, I'm going in. Man, what a mess of junk in here. All jumbled coils and switches. Oh, should I unhook the blue wire? Wait a minute, are Otzel's colorblind? Let me just break a few more things and see if anything pops loose. Boom! Gotcha! Like candy from a baby. Once we had the stone, we took it to Mars' old boomstick to blow open the Metalhead nest. That was my idea.
Precursor stone, gun, nest.
Light her up, Padre!
Eat this.
That ought to wake him up.
Let's go take care of business.
What? You mean go in there? I'm right behind you. Behind you, in front of you. Let's not split hairs, shall we? I was gonna face him, wasn't I?
Finally, you've decided to join us, and you brought the Precursor Stone. Good. The boy will now play his final part.
Not this time.
Oh, but this child is such a part of this, such a part of you. Don't you recognize him? The boy is you, Jack. And this place, this is where you began, in the future.
But how?
You were hidden in the past on the hope that you would gain the skills to face me today. But Onin was wrong. Now that you've been altered with Dark Eco, the stone will never open for you. Your younger self, however, still has the pure gift. He alone can awaken the stone and the precursor entity which sleeps inside.
This stone is a precursor?
The last precursor egg. Ma was clever. He covered his tracks well through time, hiding his last egg from me. But today, I will finally feed on the last precursor life force.
I think you're forgetting one little thing, Metalomaniac. We've got the Precursor Stone.
Not for long.
With the usual bravado, I took it to core big time. Yeah, with a little help from Jack. Now, I've exterminated bugs before, but this big boy was a whopper of a squash.
It is finished. Our ancient enemy is no more. Take hope, brave
But we are home.
Kira, I'm afraid your Rift Rider must be used to send young Jack here to a place where he will grow up, safe from harm. He must become old enough to complete the destiny he has fulfilled today. Wait a minute. It's you. I mean, it's me. I have to take him back and watch over him, don't I? Ah, grubroots. Talk about being in the wrong time at the right place.
Hey kid, you take care. Oh, and trust me on this. Stay away from any wumpy nest on your 9th birthday, okay?
I sure hope I built this replica right. I don't know if it...
It's perfect, Kira. This is the very machine we found, or will find later.
What? I just built this. After seeing the first one, I mean. It's based on what I remember from...
Honey, the more you think about it, the more it hurts the head.
I'll take good care of the child. And don't worry. I'll be back in time for the celebration. Farewell.
Thanks, Samos. Without you...
It's funny. The boy won't remember any of this.
No. I do remember the light.
Welcome to the Naughty Otso, the hippest, happiest joint in town. Check out the new decor.
Ooh, what a big trophy.
As if size matters. I bagged that bad boy myself, baby.
Onan says she doesn't know who has a bigger head, him or you.
We must not forget Vin and all the others who sacrificed their lives to defeat this evil and protect the child.
I still can't believe that little boy was me. Better times, huh?
You miss him, huh? You know, the kid grows up to be a handsome hero.
Hey, that's enough for you, lady. I'm cutting you off.
Trust me, she gets real mean when she's like this.
What'd she say?
Something about rubber tubing and certain parts of your mother.
You saved the city and more, my boy. Metalcore and his menace are history, and somewhere out there, an ancient race has begun again.
I'm just glad to be back home.
Yeah, well, rest up. We've got a lot to do, and so much time to do it in.
Don't say time. The Rift Ring was destroyed, remember?
You know, my mama used to read bedtime stories about Ma when she tucked me in. Give me a nice glass of warm cow milk, my little poopsie bear.
Bedtime stories? Warm milk? Poopsie bear? Buddy, you just blew your image.
I've got a feeling we'll meet Mar someday. He may be closer than you think.
You're the designated driver.
Oh no, I am done with adventure. Besides, you'll tell us before something happens next time, right, Samos? Right, Samos?
You never know what the future may hold.
Wait. You know something, don't you, Feather Breath?
Who, me? No, we're just guessing, right, Samos? Hey, tomorrow, only time will tell.
No, you're gonna tell right now!
Why, you little child! Why, you?
35,
That's on my beak! That's on my beak!
Watch your
Don't
pecker.
touch it!
Jack, my boy, a future awaits.
Yeah, we'd won, but the future wasn't pretty.
You'd be loving this, mate, wouldn't you?
Have you witnessed anything like this? Anybody can report this behavior.
Hey guys, can I get a hand for a sec?
I thought you lesbians were supposed to be as good as us blokes.
No matter how subtle,
Hey princess, where's your tiara today?
they are all forms of sexually based harassment. If you know someone's prejudices have got out of hand or have become inappropriate, do something about it.
Gaming Lunch returns in the Commons. Play some PlayStation All-Stars, Little Big Planet, and more every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If there are other activities planned in the Commons, Gaming Lunch will be cancelled that day.
We begin tonight with an horrific crime in BC. 4 members of a family are dead in what is being described as a murder-suicide. And the man accused apparently confessed to the crimes on social media. In a posting, the father says he was desperate to put his daughter's suffering to an end. But the killings didn't stop there. The murders took place around the community of Rosedale. It's an agricultural community in BC's Fraser Valley, east of Vancouver. The town of Rosedale is stunned by the crime scene that has become the focus of this small farming community.
I didn't believe it at first. That's why I had to come and actually see it.
Ray Norfolk knew the family that lived here. He says there was a lot of despair over the daughter's debilitating migraines.
Getting turned away from the health care. Always in there every other week with getting morphine shots for the headaches, and then them calling them drug addicts.
19-year-old Emily Jansen, her mother Laurel, and her aunt Shelley were all murdered. Police say they were tipped off by a chilling confession from Emily's dad. On his Facebook page, Randy Jansen wrote, "Over the last 10 days, I have done some of the worst things I could have ever imagined." He describes how sick she was, and because he no longer wanted to see her in pain, he took a gun and shot her in the head. And now she is migraine-free and floating in the clouds, a true angel. He then goes on to admit he killed his wife Laurel so she would never know that her daughter was gone. And finally says he murdered his sister Shelley so she wouldn't have to live with the shame he caused. The emergency response team moved into the quiet neighborhood where the family lived. For 4 hours, there was a standoff with Randy Jansen.
The emergency response team was using less than lethal force and distraction devices in order to attempt to make contact with an individual believed to be inside the house.
Then shots could be heard and the house went up in flames. The distraught father had killed himself.
I think they stayed totally to themselves. They didn't socialize with anyone. We all know each other, but they were pretty much to themselves.
They didn't know the Jansens, nor will they ever know the desperation that led to this horrific crime.
Hey you! What are you doing staring at the screen? Click here to watch another gag.
No, don't listen to him. He's pranking you. Click here to see another gag.
Oh, sure. Billy the Pretty Girl. See what that gets you. Trust me, you want to click here.
Well, believe who you want. But if you can decide, at least click the subscribe button just right there.
You know, MP for once, I actually agree with you. Oh yeah, go on. Click the subscribe button.
Hey, let's move on to question 2. Give me Tyra, give me Jay Letha.
Steve, listen, I'm not hugging. There's no smoochy on this.
Okay.
Let's go. This is a war.
Okay, well, here we go.
We got it. Okay, come on.
Well, let's get it on now. Top 6 answers on the board. Yeah. Name a fruit a man thinks is sexy when a woman eats it. Jay.
Banana!
Stay right there. Stay right there.
We're gonna play.
We're gonna play.
All right.
Oh, that was such a guy moment. I'm sorry. RVD, man, name a fruit a man thinks sexy when a woman's eating it.
I've been told they can make a cherry look kind of sexy.
Yeah, buddy. The cherry. Mr. Anderson.
How about a strawberry?
Yeah, man. Strawberry. Blueprint. Big man. Give me a fruit a man thinks sexy when a woman's eating it.
Grapes.
Yeah. The grapes. Yeah, we're walking through this one here.
Yeah.
Give me a fruit, man, think sexy.
How about I give you passion fruit?
I'll tell you what, Nick. It ain't up there, but it sure sound good, though. Passion fruit. Yeah.
The name, it's self-descriptive.
I know, it sounded good. My man.
Well, honestly, they can make anything look sexy, but
Yeah.
let's go with kiwi. Kiwi? That was going to be mine. Yeah, kiwi,
I really don't have any idea what this is, but RVD, knockouts, get ready to steal.
I'm going to go with peaches.
Because it's that sound. It's the sound. Yes! Love these guys. God, I love these brothers right here. Looking for the peaches. Mr. Anderson, give me a fruit man thinks sexy when a woman's eating it.
Plum.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Anderson.
Come on, show me plum.
A plum.
Melon or apple?
Here we go, Lacey.
Say it.
Name a fruit that a man thinks is sexy when a woman eats it.
Melon. I can make it look sexy.
Okay, I don't know if it's up there. I don't even care. What is this? The way it sounded? I'm having melon for lunch.
Let's see melon.
Looking for melon! Number 6. Remember, the goal is 300 points, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to Family Feud's TNA Wrestling Special. The Wrestlers 189, but the knockouts don't have any points, but it's still anybody's game. Give me Christy Amy, give me RVD right there.
Ready?
Yeah. We got the top 6 answers on the board. Name something some people do frequently and others not at all. R-E-D.
Read.
Read. That's a good answer. Christy?
Sex.
Sex. Pass and play. That's okay.
We're gonna play.
Yeah. Velvet? Hi. How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Name something some people do frequently and others not at all.
Can I say on TV?
You can't.
I'm sorry, I don't know how broad we can get with these. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm serious.
I just became the host this year. I just want the job. Wow. Some people do frequently and others not at all, Angelina.
Exercise.
Exercise, yeah. Lacey? All of your answers are crazy, so let's go.
Go to the beach.
I would have said exercise.
Go to the beach. Tyler, what do you think it is?
They don't get their teeth cleaned.
They don't get their teeth cleaned. They don't get their teeth cleaned.
Dance. Go to church. Dance.
Big Mick, here's your chance. Name something some people do frequently and others not at all.
Attend religious services.
Attend religious services. Wow, let's see number one.
Booze.
Number 4.
Eat out.
Number 6.
Go to the movies.
The Wrestlers 213, the Knockouts, nothing. Steal anybody's game. We'll be right.
You'd be loving this, mate, wouldn't you?
Have you witnessed anything like this? Anybody can report this behaviour.
Hey guys, can I get a hand for a sec?
I thought you lesbians were supposed to be as good as us blokes.
No matter how subtle,
Hey princess, where's your tiara today?
they are all forms of sexually based harassment. If you know someone's prejudices have got out of hand or have become inappropriate, do something about it.
Gaming Lunch returns in the Commons. Play some PlayStation All-Stars, Little Big Planet, and more every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If there are other activities planned in the Commons, Gaming Lunch will be cancelled that day.
Before we go, I want to show you some of my favorite videos from EllenTube that you have been uploading. They make me very happy, so thanks for sending these to EllenTube. This family had a problem with their dog getting up steps, so they thought, well, we're going to stop him from going up the steps. We're going to put a gate in. No, that didn't work. Smart dog, smart. All right, here's and I've asked you if I hear people say that all the time they dance when they watch the show and when I dance, so this is a little girl dancing while she's watching. If you have a video you want me to see, upload it to EllenTube.
You meet a new acquaintance, and as you go to shake hands after introducing yourself, you suddenly realize, wait, I already forgot their name. Why does this always happen, and what does it say about your brain? Chances are you can remember somebody's face over their name. Our brains are hardwired to recognize facial details. Brain scans even show that individual brain cells are fired in response to any given face. But when it comes to forgetting names, it may have to do with something called the Baker effect. If I tell you I'm a baker, I'm providing information about what I do and how I spend my time. But if I say my name is Baker, it has no mental links and is vulnerable to forgetting. After all, names are completely arbitrary and hold no specific information in them, and if your brain can't make connections between multiple pieces of information, particularly things you already know or feel familiar with, then you're more likely to forget that information. Of course, it doesn't help that you're often focusing on introducing yourself. This is known as the next in line effect. Instead of watching and listening to the other person, your brain starts focusing on its own routine, what you'll say, how you'll move, etc. And we simply aren't very good at both disseminating information at the same time we try to take in and store new information. Our brains have both short-term and long-term memory, but the short-term memory, or sometimes called working memory, can only hold so much information, and if you don't focus on it, it fades away quickly. Finally, other research suggests that, drumroll, you may just not care. Honestly, you may be at a party in which you'll never see this person again, or just generally uninterested in forming a new relationship. Simply put, the more interest you have in something, the more likely your brain is to make new connections. As a result, people who enjoy making new relationships are tuned in and focused, and barely feel as if their memory is being used or tested. So how can you improve your ability to remember names? We break down 7 clever tips to avoid forgetting names in our newest ASAP Thought video, which you can check by clicking on the screen or using the link in the description below. These tips have been so useful to us. And subscribe for more weekly science videos.
These are the best places to let loose, enjoy some huge parties and good music, and do who knows what else. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 festival cities. For this list, we've narrowed our choices down to cities that have not only a large number of festivals happening throughout the year, but which also have festivals with a huge international reputation. This will also be one video in a larger series of the top 10 lifestyle cities, so there will be lists for the best cities for sports, architecture, nightlife, and more. Number 10. Paris, France. This city is a lovely one to visit at almost any time of the year. But one of the best times is for Bastille Day. The national holiday, which takes place on July 14th, is one huge party, full of military parades and fireworks. For music lovers, be sure to also check out the Pitchfork Music Festival in late October, as well as the Rock en Seine Festival, which attracts major musical acts every August. Number 9. Berlin, Germany. This is a city full of history, architecture, and universities. But it's also got plenty of festivals that are among the best in the world. There's Berlinale, which is the film festival with the highest public attendance in the world. The Festival of Lights, which sees landmarks across the city lit up in October, and music festivals like Jazz Fest Berlin, and the more electronic-focused Berlin Festival, which happens every September. Number 8. Amsterdam, Netherlands. The colorful and very liberal attitude of the city itself is definitely reflected in the look and style of its festival events. One example is Queen's Day, which celebrates the birth of Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands, though it's now called King's Day for her eldest son after she abdicated, and is celebrated at the end of April. If you're there for it, be sure to come out in the streets dressed in orange. There's also the Amsterdam Pride, a gay pride festival and parade, as well as, surprise, surprise, the Cannabis Cup. Number 7. New York, USA. In terms of major festivals for arts, culture, and just about everything else, there's something for everyone in New York City. Major events include the Governor's Ball and the New Yorker Festival, as well as New York Fashion Week and the Tribeca Film Festival. both of which generate hundreds of millions of dollars each year. In other words, some of the world's best festivals for culture are in the city that never sleeps. Number 6. Melbourne, Australia. Definitely one of the biggest festival cities on the other side of the equator. This is one category where the Australian city certainly does not play second fiddle to Sydney. Aside from festivals like St. Jerome's Laneway and the Future Music Festival, which stop in Melbourne but tour across the country, there are other festivals that are purely local, like the Melbourne Fringe Festival, the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, and Moomba, which is a massive community festival bringing out up to 1 million people. Number 5. Austin, USA. This Texas city's festival reputation can be best defined by the 4 letters SXSW, which stand for South by Southwest. Yes, the festival known as South by Southwest is a week-and-a-half-long extravaganza for music lovers, with guest speakers, film screenings, and, of course, shows, all making for one of the best music festivals of its length on Earth. There's also the Austin City Limits Festival, which is held over 2 weekends and also attracts some big musical names. Both festivals keep Austin hip, eventful, and, of course, weird. Number 4. Munich, Germany. There are many amazing festivals to take in while you're visiting this German city, but none is quite as wild or as big as Oktoberfest. For more than 200 years, this fun fair has been the place to be for those looking to drink all kinds of beer. As much as 7 million liters of it consumed per festival over the course of a little more than 2 weeks. There are also plenty of local delicacies to munch on whenever you get hungry. Hint, they all have to do with meat. Number 3. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. You've seen it in pictures and on TV, and you may or may not have imagined how crazy it would be to actually be there. Yes, this city's Carnaval is a huge party that lasts a couple of days and is held just before Lent, with everything from huge floats and parades to loud, blasting samba music to scantily clad women dancing on the street. With 2 million people participating per day, it owns the world record for the largest carnival in the world. So don't be sad, it's Carnaval. Number 2. New Orleans, USA. 2 words. Mardi Gras. Yes, the festive season, which translated to English means Fat Tuesday and is also held just before Lent, is one hell of a street party and then some. In a way, it's basically like the North American equivalent of Rio's Carnaval. The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival is not to be missed either, with major musicians playing the festival from the realm of traditional music from New Orleans and the state of Louisiana, to blues, rap music, and, of course, jazz. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Montreal, Canada. The list is almost endless. The Montreal International Jazz Festival, les Francopholies, Montréal en Lumière, Osheaga, and so on. Although the weather in the summertime can be very hot and humid, it's well worth braving it while you're out at one of this Canadian city's world-class festivals. Another of this Quebec city's biggest draws is the Just for Laughs Festival, where many of today's most famous comedy stars got early exposure. In short, festivals can't be done much better than they are in La Belle Province. Do you agree with our list? What do you think is the best festival city in the world? With entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Gaming Lunch returns in the Commons. Play some PlayStation All-Stars, Little Big Planet, and more every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If there are other activities planned in the Commons, Gaming Lunch will be cancelled that day.
Time now for the ridiculous, and tonight we're adding the bear who messed with Carl. Now, who's Carl, you may ask? Well, Carl is an ex-Marine, occasional barroom brawler, and unafraid of a little close combat animal style.
The man or beast that I run from ain't been born, and its mama's already dead.
Oh yeah, we're just getting started with Carl. By the way, if what Carl said sounded familiar, it's because that's how Wolf Blitzer begins the Situation Room. Anyway, before we hear more from Carl, let's have our affiliate reporter lay out the basics of what recently happened at Carl's California home.
The other week, Lacey the dog he loves like a daughter started whimpering outside. Carl ran out, and there it was. A bear who had no idea what world it just stepped into. Carl's world.
Okay, can we get some popcorn? Because I think I'm going to need some popcorn.
I ain't running from nothing. I never have in my whole life, and I ain't going to start now. And you're not going to sacrifice my babies for some damn bear.
Okay, first of all, it was just like a movie. I cannot believe this. Second of all, I would like to announce that Carl is CNN's newest Homeland Security advisor.
And I raised both hands in the air, and I cussed at him. Yeah, get out of here,
All right. I think Carl may have missed his calling as a life coach. I'm going to need to hear that again. Let's just replay that.
Yeah, get out of here,
All right, if that is not my new ringtone, I don't know what is. So just to recap where we are, Carl has rushed out of the house and is now hurling obscenities at the bear. Your move, bear.
And he looked at me like, go F yourself.
What happened next, you ask? I certainly did. I don't even know how to describe what happened next. Get some popcorn.
What happened next can only be described as insane. Carl landed a whirling haymaker, punching the bear right in the face.
A whirling haymaker. Okay, for those of you following along at home, the bear is now Joe Frazier, Carl Muhammad Ali, and Carl's porch is basically Madison Square Garden.
He come up like this, and he turned, boom! I hit him hard. Damn near corkscrewed his head.
Okay, before you start tweeting me, I don't necessarily support or recommend punching bears in their heads. Not at all. I want to be very clear on that. That is not something I'm calling for. Also, you might be a little skeptical that things happened exactly how Carl said they did. Fortunately, the local news interviewed a witness.
He says the bear was a bit shorter than Carl, but still a formidable opponent.
Wait a minute. The bear was a bit shorter than Carl? Are we sure the animal Carl attacked was actually a bear? Or did he maybe just throw a punch at a pudgy Labrador retriever in the middle of a yawn? That would be awful. This whole thing is bizarre. Whatever it was, Carl's message was received loud and clear.
This guy's a jerk, but he ain't been back since he got smacked by Carl.
Wise words spoken about Carl by Carl. As for the bear who messed with Carl, has gone into hibernation, apparently, on the ridiculous list. We wish it nothing but the best.